Welcome to our channel. In this video, we will learn some important points related to the lesson Diversity in Our Society from the 6th class Social Studies textbook. We live in our country in which people of different abilities, languages, cultures, religions, etc. live together. There are 28 states in India. Each has its own language, culture, food, etc. Thar Desert. Thar Desert is situated on the border of India and Pakistan. A large part of it is in the Marwar region of Rajasthan state. This place receives very little rainfall and there are no large rivers flowing. As a result, very few trees grow here and very few crops can be cultivated. Only grass grows here. Many traders traveling to and from Iran and Afghanistan pass through this desert. Many pilgrims going to Dwarka in Gujarat or to Makkah and Medina in Arabia or to Ajmer and Pushkar Lake would pass through this area along with the traders. Over a period of time, these places have grown into important towns and cities like Jaisalmer, Bikaner, and Jodhpur. Thus, over centuries, people of many religions like Bohra Muslims, Sunni Muslims, Shia Muslims, Jains, Shaivas, Vaishnavas, and Sikhs settled down in these towns and cities. Similarly, many Marwari traders from these parts went all over India and settled in several places. All these people together developed complex systems for harvesting rainwater and cultivating desert soil. Thus, Thar became the most thickly populated desert in the world. Earlier, people mainly ate rotis made of bajra with green gram or black gram and ate vegetables that grew on some trees and thorny bushes. These were dried and eaten throughout the year. Bikaner, a city of the Thar Desert, is very famous for both its sweets and savories. Sikkim. Sikkim is a small state situated in the eastern parts of the Himalayan mountains. Kanchenjunga, one of the highest peaks of the Himalayas, is in Sikkim. It remains cold throughout the year and the place is covered with snow in winter. Sikkim is situated on the boundary between India, Nepal, Bhutan, and Tibet. That is why people from all these areas have settled down here. Some are Nepalese, some are Tibetans and Bhutanese. As many as 11 languages are spoken by the people of Sikkim. They have a close relationship with Tibetan Lamas who brought Buddhism to this area. They also established many beautiful monasteries in Sikkim. Sikkim was an independent country till 1975, ruled by the kings called Chogyals. That year, Sikkim became a part of India and a democratic government was established. Both Thar and Sikkim are in India. Thar is in the desert region, whereas Sikkim is in the Himalayas. Pondicherry. Pondicherry is a tiny state in the southeastern coast of India. Pondicherry attracted a number of European trading companies like the Dutch, Portuguese, English, and French. Over time, the French acquired control over the place and held it till 1954 when the people of Pondicherry voted to join the Indian Union. Pondicherry thus has a large number of French speaking people besides Tamils and others. During the freedom movement in India against the British, Pondicherry offered refuge to many freedom fighters like Subramanya Bharati, the great nationalist poet of Tamil Nadu, and Arabindo Ghosh, who was initially a revolutionary nationalist from Bengal and eventually became an important spiritual master of modern India. Aurobindo Ghosh and his French disciple, the mother, established Aurobindo Ashram. Subsequently, an international village named as Auroville was established with the backing of the United Nations to spread the message of peace and global cooperation. Unity in diversity. Over the past centuries, India emerged as a country with shared cultures, religions, political systems, etc., along with the diversity. This history of diversity and integration helped Indian people to come together as a nation to fight the British rule. This common struggle is called the national movement. The Jallianwala Bagh massacre was occurred in Amritsar. In his book The Discovery of India, Jawaharlal Nehru says that Indian unity is not something imposed from the outside but rather it was something deeper and within its fold. The widest tolerance of belief and custom was practiced and every variety acknowledged and even encouraged. It was Nehru who coined the phrase unity in diversity to describe the country. Thank you for watching our videos. To get a notification of our further videos, make sure to subscribe our channel.